Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we are going through some of the stuff that we missed while we were gone, while I was gone. You guys were here, presumably, waiting for me, and I left you hanging. Sorry about that. I was just literally out of town with literally no way to record and post videos, so sorry, but like it just is what it is. So we're going to cover the three things we missed outside of the Enneacraft archetype. I already covered that, as well as the Killer Tune archetype that got revealed last night. So if you want to check those out, go ahead and peep those videos because those are some pretty cool news drops as well. But today we're covering the other three things that got revealed as far as new cards go, which is the final Hecahand card, the new Dogmatika V-Jump promo, pretty good card as well, and a new TCG exclusive card revealed as part of the Megatins. Let's start with the Hecatantries card and work our way down here. This is Hecahands or Hecatanshire, the Unseen Hands of God. Love that name. Normal spell card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. When you activate this card, you can also send one other card you control to the graveyard. The way this is worded, I presume that it counts as cost, but you just choose if you want to pay the bonus cost or not. Add one Hecahands monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if you did choose to send a card to the graveyard at activation, you can set one Hecahand spell or trap from your deck as well. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Your opponent draws one card, then they discard one card. I'm going to be fully honest. I don't even fully remember everything on how the Hecahands archetype works. I haven't read those cards since like 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to have to go back and look at that. That's like a nice bonus effect, though. It does give your opponent the ability to cycle, which is not always great, right? They get to kind of fix their hand and discard a card. But if this is triggering something you have, this actually can still be really good. Theoretically, I would assume that's something of the synergy we're talking about here. But this is the main effect here, right? Like it's already a Rhoda that if you're choosing to send something else with it, you then also can choose to set a Hecahand spell or trap as well, which is very powerful. It does make this a little more susceptible to Ash if you're choosing to send something as cost and then them ashing you because it adds and sets. Like you're losing two cards, but you can always choose to just add one, and then it makes Ash a little less impactful against you. I think a lot of the Hecahands monsters wanted to be sent to graveyard, so that's kind of the benefit here is like you're sending something that wants to be sent, you're getting two cards from it, and you're just going like crazy plus. I think that's kind of the idea here. It's a really good card. I'm not going to split hairs. This card's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal searcher. At worst, it just searches you any monster in your archetype. Seems good. At best, it is like searching you a monster, setting a spell or trap by sending a card that already wants to be sent anyway, and probably presumably getting you a plus from that regardless, and also using that second effect engraved to like trigger something else, like trigger another one of your effects, as well. So yeah, seems really, really good. This is a phenomenal like consistency slash just fetch card. I like it. Next up, let's move to Dogmatika. This is Chaplain. Chaplain Dragma or Dogmatika Chaplain. Level 8 light spellcaster, of course. Very cool artwork, by the way. This thing looks awesome. 2000 attack, 2000 defense. You can only use all three of its effects once per turn each. If a monster is special, or if a monster special summoned from the extract is on the field, yours or your opponent's, you can special summon this card from the hand. Very easy to do. Stuff like Link Ones, you can set this up yourself, even normal summoning a hand trap just to go into Almirage just to make this card live. That's already nice. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you can make each player send one monster from their extract to the graveyard. I like that. Not every deck is playing any like utility for this. Now there will be decks like the oh my gosh, why am I blanking so hard on this? No, no, I'm fumbling so hard. What is it called? What is the rank 4 deck called? Oh my god, I've been away for a week and I forget names of everything. You don't play Yu-Gi-Oh for a week and you just forget everything. The rank 4 deck where you're sending the Twins of the Eclipse, you're sending the new Valen Sky Blast or whatever. Like there are decks that are going to have stuff like that in their extract where there can be small punishes, but theoretically, you're on a Dogmatika deck. Your target should be in a vacuum, just straight up better. in most scenarios. So yeah, Ryziel. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's so embarrassing. Everyone forget that happened. I'm gonna do it, so you should do it too. Anyway, it's still good though. Like each player both get to send, but we've also seen Dogmatika Maximus see play, and it's like it's fine. There are going to be matches where there are small things they can do about it, but your sends should be better overall in the long run. So still a good card. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Dogmatika card in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. Can't add itself back, but if you're sending it and like something else is in there, you're getting something anyway. So I like it. It's a nice little extender card. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's just like it. One, it is generic, right? That just means like even just going second into a board. This jumps on the field. This gives you the ability to give a send, which can be an Intis, it can be a Malong, it can be a Garura, it can be a bunch of different utility things that are either getting you a plus or going after something on your opponent's board. And it has some recovery purposes. So it's searchable. It works on its own. It works with other stuff. I actually don't hate this card at all. I actually think this is like a pretty respectable V-Jump promo. It's not out of this world, but I think paired with the other two cards that this deck got in the other core set revealed a couple weeks ago, like I think you're actually looking at like a nice little wave for Dogmatika. It's cool. All right, and our final card here we need to cover. This lady in the middle, her artwork looks bad ass. Look at that. She looks so sick, actually. This is Queen of the Blazing Domain. This is a new V-Jump promo, got revealed while they were going through a bunch of the Megatins reprints and what's going to be in there. There's a lot of cool cards in there, a lot of important cards in there, but you're also getting a new V-Jump promo. I hope this isn't the only one. I really hope that we get like two more. Like, you know what I mean? Show us just like a triplet of like kind of back in the day when like Dark Ruler, Shifter, and Nibiru all came out at the same time. Like that'd be cool. But we'll see. It's obviously all up to like execution. But yeah. Queen of the Blazing Domain, she's a pyro monster. So a couple things that are important here. Oh, and she's a dark pyro. So she is a pyro, so she should be searchable off of Infernal Flame Banshee, I think is the name, the rank 4 that I've already had on my radar as like could be bannable soon, but we'll see. But that's something that gives any rank 4 engine access to a card like this, while also being searchable off of the power. Is it Power of the Element? No, not Power of the Elements. Chaotic Elements, the card that searches light and dark pyros and aquas. This card becomes searchable off of that. So Canine already plays that card because it searches some of the good canine monsters. There could be other strategies that might also play around with the idea of this card, but it's cool. All right, it's level 9. Blue Eye stats, 3K, 25. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Cool, nice little bonus. If this card is in your hand, you can target up to 2 cards you control, including a face-up spell or trap. So one of them has to be a spell or trap that's face-up. Destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card. Pretty basic. If you destroyed one card, return this card to the hand during the end phase of the next turn. Or if you destroyed 2, this card gains this effect instead. Any monster sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. You can only use this effect of Queen of the Blazing Domain once per turn. So we have like a searchable Shifter on legs, kind of. It's not quite as good as Shifter because it's only monsters and it's only monsters on field. So anything going from deck or hand straight to grave, they will go to grave. But monsters going from field to grave are now getting banished. That is a pretty powerful floodgate still. And it's scary. I'm not going to lie. This is maybe good enough. Now, the summoning condition isn't stellar, right? You have to pop a spell or trap, which to be fair, in most cases, like if you have a face-up spell or trap and you've like searched this card, I would imagine in most of those scenarios, the field spell or continuous spell that you had used to kind of like go through stuff is probably done what it needs to do, and it's probably just sitting on field now. So like that's probably a free pop anyway. You just need any other card you control, which if you use something like Infernal Flame Banshee to search this in the first place, that becomes your second pop target. You just pop those, this comes out, you now have like a Shifter on field. The question is like, how good will decks be at getting that plus more, and like how good is the rest of the board? Because this card's going to be beatable by some stuff. I mean, not being indestructible and 3K does make it hard for some decks to like out it legitimately under the floodgate effect it has, but it's still beatable if you don't have other stuff, to back it up. But if you do, then this card can actually be game winning. So that's kind of my worry. My worry is that this card could potentially just fall into the Arch Nemesis Protos kind of category of like, if this card's hitting the field in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not healthy. But I do think it might still be a good card. regardless. Especially, and by the way, we didn't even really mention this. Like maybe there's just synergy. Like whatever you're splashing this in, it's possible there's like it's a deck that just wants to be destroyed anyway. They like having their stuff destroyed. So popping two things and then those two cards triggering to get you two more cards, and then you also just still got this card in rotation. Like that can be really good. I just don't know which decks actually facilitate that the best. Like I think of Unchained when it comes to popping stuff, but Unchained doesn't make rank fours, so it's not really searching her that way. It'd have to like you're trying to thread the needle of like you want an archetype that puts a face up spell or trap on field like consistently, makes rank fours so you can search this card. And icing on the cake would be like if your face up cards kind of get you pluses by being popped. That's kind of the like three-way like needle threading you're kind of looking for this card. I don't know exactly what will take advantage of it, but I will not be surprised if this card ends up in that arch nemesis Protos role going forward in like a deck or two. It's scary, it's powerful, but it's also like a little bit good. So yeah. And that I think does it. That helps us finally conclude all the news for the last week. On top of this, with the Enneacraft stuff, I'm still looking forward. Really excited to see like first Terminal World 3 reveals. I think we probably have a little bit of ways to go. We might be at the point where it's worth doing another just like news update on when news is coming because we've kind of finished a good amount of news. But yeah, there's some cool stuff coming, and I'm really excited for it. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below on these three new cards. Where do you land on them? The Dogmatika, the final Hecahands, also with Hecahands being the confirmed name. It's kind of cool. I don't hate it. And also our new TCG exclusive. Let me know your thoughts on them. Where do you land on them? How good are they out the gate? Love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. But I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel for more stuff from me down the line. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.